Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the co-hosts here, and today is the day. Today is the day of the FOMC meeting, and there's going to be a lot of volatility coming in. And I want to go over what we could see happen within the cryptocurrency market, what we could see happen to the price of Bitcoin, and what I'm currently going to do with my trade over the course of this FOMC meeting, because there is going to be a lot of volatility, and it's not the best time to be trading, but because I am already in a trade which is already in a profit, I am most likely going to keep that trade open unless something changes. And of course, I will talk about that in today's video as well. So before we get into the video, please make sure you smash a like on this video. Please smash that thumbs up. I do really appreciate it. Helps the channel out, and we can get this video out to as many people as possible. But first of all, let's have a look at this. We can see that in 8 hours we have the FOMC meeting, the Fed interest rate decision. Now, there are two things that are actually happening. So we have that Fed interest rate decision, which is going to be at 6 o'clock UK time. And as we can see here, the forecast is 4%, so 75 basis point rate hike. That is what is forecasted. And coming back to this page here, we can see that if we refresh it again, I think, 86.5% of analysts think we're going to get a 75 basis point rate hike. That's what is forecasted as well. So it looks pretty likely we're going to get that 75 basis point rate hike, which is not going to be good for the market. We could potentially see the price of Bitcoin pull back and the rest of the crypto market and the traditional market as well, because we would most likely see the DXY increase if we saw them put a 75 basis point rate hike in as well. So that is what I'm looking at. But we also have at 6:30 UK time, we also have the Fed press conference. Now, this is going to be a big market mover as well, because they're going to talk about the next Fed meeting. They're going to be talking about December the 14th and whether they are going to pivot, whether they're going to have another 75, whether they're going to have 100, or whether if they're going to pivot and have a 50 basis point rate hike. So that's going to be a very important meeting as well, which we will of course cover on the channel as well with Ben. So we do need to be prepared for that as well, because a lot of volatility is going to come in then as well, because as I said, the Fed may hint to a potential 50 basis point rate hike in December on the 14th. So that is what we have coming today. So make sure you stay tuned later on tonight for the FOMC meeting, because we are going to have lots and lots of volatility coming in. But moving straight on to Bitcoin, what we can see here is that this morning the price is just continuing to sort of consolidate sideways. We can actually draw a trend line from up here down to here, and we can see that we are finding a lot of resistance at that level and forming some sort of symmetrical triangle here, which, as you can see right now, we are testing the support of. But what I'm looking at is I'm actually looking at this bigger sort of pattern that is. I'm looking at this rising wedge bottom, which we are testing right now and getting a slight break towards the downside. But we also have the resistance up here, and this resistance is coming in confluence with that golden pocket, and that came in confluence with the top of the parallel channel, the ascending parallel channel there as well. So there's a lot of resistance coming up there. But what am I expecting for the price today? Now, for me, I am currently in a short position. As you know, I am within this short position. As you can see right here, 10.7% in a profit, $313 in a profit as of right now. And you can see the realized profit is $8. I haven't actually taken any profit off this trade. This is just what I've been paid. So the shorts are actually getting paid by the longs right now, because the funding rate is in the plus and it's 0.01. So it's looking quite good. But yeah. Right now, over 10% in a profit, $300 in a profit. So a really nice trade. I entered this trade at 20,831. That's the average that I entered this trade. I did stagnate my limit orders. So yeah, I had a few limit orders in, and this was the average that's come to. But yeah, a nice profit, and I'm keeping this short position open because I am expecting the price to pull back. I do think we're going to have a pullback within the price. Having a 75 basis point rate hike is not good for the market. The only thing that I could see happening is, yes, I think we could have a little push towards the upside, but I wouldn't expect the push towards the upside to come above maybe $21,500. So I think that we could potentially have a push towards the upside, potentially at this Fed press conference, because the Fed could be talking about a potential pivot in what they're doing and have a 50 basis point rate hike, and that would actually be good for the market. If the Fed hints that, that would be good for the market, but I think it would only be good for the market in the very short term. I think we could have a little push towards the upside, but initially, I do think we will continue our move towards the downside. I'm still looking at that value area low being hit. If we do break this value area high at 20,000, so if we break 20,000, which we have used as major support previously, as you can see right there, I do think that the value area low is that next target. I don't think that we have cleared this range as of yet. We have broken above the range. We've created new highs of the range, but I just don't think we're clear of the range as of yet. There's still a lot of resistance coming in. This ascending parallel channel, we have the resistance coming in there. That's currently sat at around $21,500. So that's where I could see the price potentially coming today if we don't get rejected from this golden pocket and this resistance here at the top of the rising wedge. So if we don't get a rejection there and the price comes down, then I think we could see the price come up to the ascending parallel channel and then potentially see a rejection from there. Now, of course, invalidation is if we do break above that, then yes, I would be closing that short position in a slight loss. But for me, right now, it's looking more likely that we are going to come down. And of course, if we break this major support right here, so if I get rid of these drawings here, if we break the support that we are at right now in the next 2 hours, this candle does close in 2 hours. If we break this, get a nice clean break below this, then I think we could see the price. The price will most likely come down to that value area high because it's pretty close to the support at the bottom of this this rising wedge. So the price would come down to the value area high pretty quickly. I would expect at around 20,000. But if we broke that, then I'd be looking at that next target at the bottom of the ascending parallel channel at around 19,700, 19,800, that sort of area. Then if we broke that, most definitely that value area low at $18,850. Now, I think this potentially could be the catalyst to break the bottom of this range. So maybe if we do see the price come back into the range, accepted back below that value area high, come to the value area low. If we break this sort of cluster of support that's coming in down here, so the value area low on that day, if we break that, then I do we could see new lows of this bear market, but right now we're a little bit too far away to start looking at that. But that is a possibility that I'm looking at. If we break this daily level here, then I think we could see new lows for Bitcoin. But yeah, it's not looking too good in my eyes right now. That's why I'm still in this short position, as you can see right here, just protecting my portfolio by and just put that is actually seeing another rejection today from this middle, which does, as we know, it does act as support and resistance. As you can see there, support. It did look like we were going to get a rejection, but the price got bought up pretty quickly. And the same thing could potentially happen today. Coming into that Fed meeting, we could see the price of the DXY pull back. But if we get the 75 basis point rate hike, the price of the DXY will most likely break the mid-range. And I would expect it to come to 113. If that happens, then Bitcoin will most likely dump and continue to dump towards the downside. So today, maybe a little push towards the upside, with the Fed hinting of a 50 basis point in December. But for me, I do think we are going to see the price continue to push towards the downside. And that is why I'm continuing to hold this short position open. As you know, if you've been following the channel, you will know that I opened this trade live for you. You saw me putting those limit orders in So if you want to see more trades like this that I am making, make sure you smash a like on this video. Angela, what's up? What's up, AJ? It's not BTC and alts. It's not BTC and alts. What do you mean by that? Let me know what you mean by that. It's not BTC and alts. Sorry, I'm not too sure what you mean by that. But yeah, right now, just looking a little bit more bearish for me than bullish. And yeah, of course, I do still think we could see a push towards the upside, but initially, I still think we are going to come down. So that's what I'm looking at for today. If we come and look at the S&P 500, yeah. So looking at the S&P 500 here, this is a futures. So that's why it is open, but the market doesn't open until 2:30 UK time. So we have to be aware of that. But we are getting another rejection from this major level of resistance right here. As you can see, we've used it as previous resistance there, previous support there, previous support here, and resistance after the breakdown right there. So it looks as though we're getting a rejection from here. If we do get 75 basis point rate hike, I would expect the price of the S&P 500 to come back down to this next major support level here, which of course will not be good for Bitcoin because we see the crypto market follow the traditional market pretty well. So yeah, overall today for me, it's looking more bearish than bullish. Everything going down. Yeah, that's my overall thesis. It's not not just Bitcoin. Maybe that's what you meant. Not just Bitcoin, but alts as well. Yeah, I would expect the alts to come down as well. So maybe a little push towards the upside. Be aware of that if you are looking at entering into short positions. For me, I would say it's a little bit too late to enter a short position and a little bit too early, a little bit too close to that FOMC meeting to enter in any positions right now. For me personally, I tend to stay away from opening trades on the day of the FOMC meeting. If I'm already in a trade and it's already in a profit like it is right now, I feel more safe to keep that trade open over the course of the FOMC meeting today. When is the meeting, to Kai? The meeting is at, I know it's 2:30. No, sorry, 2 o'clock. No, sorry, 6 o'clock UK time. So the Fed meeting is at 6 o'clock UK time. So I'm not too sure what time that is wherever you are, but UK time it is 6 o'clock. And the FOMC press conference, which is also very, very important, is at 6:30. I don't know why I was saying 2 o'clock. 6 o'clock for the FOMC meeting. That's when the when we get the data coming out, and then the press conference at 6:30, which is going to be very important as well because the Fed will hint whether they are going to pivot or not. So that's going to be very important as well. And of course, we are going to be live for that. Me and Ben will be going live together for that as well. We're going to be looking at the chart, we're going to be looking at the fundamentals and see what happens to the price live on the stream. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this little market update, please make sure you smash a like on this video. I do appreciate it. It really helps the channel out. It's free. Just please make sure you smash a like on this video. And I can continue to bring you TA like this, and I can continue to bring nice trades like this, which as you can see, 10% in a profit, not a bad return at all. And I'm expecting this to continue to increase as well. So make sure you smash a like on this video. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, and I will see you later on today for the FOMC meeting, and we will see how the market reacts to that Fed decision. So thank you very much for watching. Smash a like, and I will see you in the next live. Thank you.